Hey y'all, what's going on? We are just, chilling, just having a little best friend time tonight. Yes. We just thought we would invite you guys in. Come on. So we have a little chips, a little cookie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we falling off the diet tonight.
We always gonna say that. Don't tell nobody you saw that.
It's all good though. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have to make the time for concessions. So is that right? Concessions, right?
Concessions.
Concessions. He always gets me right. He's a walking dictionary. Look at him, ain't he cute? Okay.
He does now.
But you know what? That's so fun. That's so funny that ain't he cute is going to be our topic tonight. In a way.
Ain't he cute?
Because.
Well, what are the things that make you say, "Ooh, ain't he cute"?
Well, here's the thing. We've been getting a lot of comments from viewers, and we thank you so much for watching the show. That have been coming up to us. Still, people are commenting on the very first show that we did. The very first show that we did, I talked about me being from Atlanta and dating Atlanta and how successful my dating life was in Atlanta. And once I moved to Philadelphia, that all changed for me, right? So a lot of the Philadelphia boys have gotten at me, thank you, and said, well, what you looking for in a dude? Maybe, it's because you're not being forthcoming with what it is that you're looking for. Like, that has anything to do with it.
Right.
But, I think that's a good topic tonight while we having our little goodies here.
Yes,
what you look for in a man.
What I'm looking for? I never can put it all into a box. And but I would say one of the things that I like most or that I'm attracted to most is somebody that can have a good conversation.
Okay.
I'm always irresistibly attracted to talent.
Okay.
Like talented people, all my instrumentalists, painters,
people that are good with their hands.
People that are good with their hands.
And mouths.
And whatever. If you're a good orator, if you was on a debate team.
A good orator, by the way, is someone who speaks very eloquently.
Yes. If you got good elocution and it's a natural talent, I like it. No, but one of the other things I like, what I really like, and guys, it's an irresistible attraction to, and you can be blind, crippled, and crazy.
Oh well.
And I will still like you.
There's no discrimination.
There's no shade. If you are a drummer, I have this attraction to drummers.
Oh, that's right.
Love drummers in a band. I don't know why, but any drummer, if I go to see any band, it can be any band, and I always will get fixed on the guy that's playing the drum.
That's interesting. Most people would say the guitarist, but
the drummer. It's always been the drummer. And I don't know if that's like a growing up in church thing or whatever, but it's the drummer. I don't know what it is. I'm always.
Oh, I know what it is. They got good rhythm, and they can beat it up.
Yes, baby. Bitch, they can beat it up one time. On that, I'm going to hand you one of these Tyler Queen with ridges. Because if you a drummer and you can beat it up,
hit me up.
Okay, I'm going to eat it up.
But you know what? I feel you on that. I think that is sexy. Musicians are sexy, artists are sexy. I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said about conversationalists. I love a man that is intelligent and has something to say. I like to learn new things, So I as I get older, I'm having more of a thirst for knowledge, and I guess I'm trying to hurry up and learn as much as I can. So if I'm sitting down across from someone whom I can glean something from their conversation, I'm very attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? That's very sexy.
Gleaning is sexy. Gleaning intelligence.
It is what it is.
It is. It's so sexy.
But it's really a sexy thing, and it doesn't matter what age you are. No, it's even sexier if you're younger than me, and I'm learning something from you. That's hot.
That's powerful.
That's really
that's
hot.
Powerful.
And so I am attracted to that.
I think that's sexy too. I think another thing that I think is super sexy is confidence. And one of the things that I've been accused of being
overly confident?
Not even overly confident, but somewhat uninhibited. I love a guy that is uninhibited and that is, what I'm saying, that is so in tune.
But not messy.
Not messy, not obnoxious,
right.
Not inappropriate.
Right.
Not inappropriate, but completely willing to be in the moment. I love that, and it just inspires me, and invigorates my spirit as well.
Okay.
When I'm dealing with somebody, I'm next to somebody that is just out there, being free and being in the moment. You know, a word I like to use a lot is fearless. Like I love a guy that is just fearless and confident and ready to experience life. Not reckless, not out of control, but just able to really seize a particular moment.
I like that.
And live.
That's sexy.
And exist.
So being uninhibited, but yet aware.
And aware.
Yet aware, but being just owning who they are.
Yes, that controlled chaos, that sexy controlled chaos of somebody's personality. And I try, I'll admit, this is personal, I try to be that. Like I try to be that guy that's in that moment.
Yeah.
I try to kind of be so sensitive to my surroundings and so visceral and always looking to optimize that moment. And I love guys that speak that language. Oh, it's so sexy.
Yeah, because guys who aren't confident, it shows in the ugliest way.
Yes, it do. And it be the ugly look on my face trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with you. That's where it shows. Your lack of confidence shows on my face.
That's so true. But confidence is not to be confused with cockiness.
Right.
Because there's a difference.
This is funny. We've had this debate.
Yes, we have.
We've had this debate. Cockiness and confidence. I think
it's a thin line.
I don't know, but I always think cockiness is subjective and is somebody's perception of someone else's confidence.
I mean, it could be misconstrued. Confidence can be misconstrued as cockiness. I do believe that. But cockiness is just some asshole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on another level to me. And it is what it is. I mean, I think at first it's hard to determine which one is which, but you get into conversation with a person, you'll figure it out soon.
I don't know. I always think that's left up to the perception of the person because I've been in that situation.
No, because confidence. I mean, there's a clear difference. It might be a thin line, but confidence comes from self-awareness. Cockiness comes from insecurity, and it's very, very obvious once you're really into it. I mean, if you care enough to really assess the situation, you can determine what it's really doing. With the person. So if it's a man that I'm dating, obviously I care enough to assess what's going on.
So you're just saying when you hear a guy who's talking a lot of shit and you know it's not official, you feel like that's cockiness.
Yeah, exactly. When you're talking about it, and you.
What about a guy that is talking a lot of shit but deserves it and work for it? Like what if you're sitting across from a Kanye?
That to me, that's a
because a lot of people accuse a Kanye of being cocky, but then we talk about 6 perfect albums.
I mean, he might be a little cocky still, though.
Really?
Yeah, he still may be cocky. Just because you're accomplished doesn't mean that you're not cocky.
Okay.
And that's still a turnoff to some people. A lot of people.
Right.
A lot of people are turned off by Kanye West, we may understand him,
but
that don't mean he ain't cocky, And so it is what it is.
Like I said, that part of the debate to me always gets kind of it's kind of hard for me to understand because, like I said,
cocky.
No, I'm not cocky, but I've been accused of it. Like you know what I'm saying? I've been accused of it. You know what I'm saying? So I like to celebrate. You know what I mean? I like to, especially when it's something I've worked hard for.
Right.
I like to do that, and I like to share. And
you may have cocky tendencies.
So and I think people mistake it and say, "Oh, you're being cocky. You're being, braggadocious."
Right.
And all of those things. And I'm like, I'm not at all. Listing my accomplishments to be held up against someone else's. I'm just celebrating my accomplishment. I am not at all. You don't. In order for me to increase, you don't have to decrease.
That's all I'm talking about.
And I think people when they experience somebody being confident in any way, I think the go-to reaction is to say, oh, well, this person is being cocky, or they don't deserve the accolades that they're sharing or giving themselves, or the things that they're trying to tell you. And I'm like, it's not like that. It's like, I could just be a celebratory person.
Well, if you are a celebratory person and if you're confident, just be aware. And awareness is another thing that's very sexy. Self-awareness. Someone self-aware about how you're coming across to people.
Right,
I think that's important to do. Whatever you are trying to articulate, make sure that's indeed what's coming across. You know,
but then you're right, because if you're not aware of people's reaction around you, and you're not, if you're not, you don't have to be overly sensitive to it. But if you're not aware of it on just a basic social level, then your ass is self-centered. Even if you ain't cocky, you're self-centered in the motherfucker, and and maybe even megalomaniacal.
Maybe
you know what I mean? So if you're on that lane, but like I said, I always get, I always put on the handle with care gloves when people start talking about cocky because. I've heard that a lot, just in a lot of experiences. So, but sexy boys also, sexy boys are organized. You know what I mean?
They're organized?
Yes, they're organized. Like they're just
You mean their house? Like what do you mean?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like when I'm like if we at that.
Oh, you like that?
Oh,
thank you.
I like order, even though I am not. But I got an excuse. I'm an artist. You know what I mean? So, I'm not. But sexy boys are organized. Sexy boys are clean.
Oh yeah, and clean in more than one way. Okay.
And which ways?
Clean their ass. Clean your ass, people. Wash your ass. Brush your teeth. Put on some deodorant. Buy some cologne. Cologne never hurt nobody.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? A little spritz here and there, it ain't gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel some type of way
about
that we have to talk about this on the show.
Especially if you a top. If you a top, you still need to clean your ass.
Yes.
You still need to clean.
That is a good fucking point. Yes. If you